turned it on and closed it out in the end. Was there a particular message you gave the team, perhaps at halftime or before the fourth quarter?
We just had to pick up our sense of urgency, and the guys understand. Portland, they play hard. A lot of guys on their team are trying to earn an opportunity in the NBA, and those guys, they're not giving you anything for free. They go out, they play hard, they rebound the ball, they play together, and the important thing for us was just to win the game.
Drawing a lot of contact, getting to the foul line 13 times. How big was that for him? So often he's struggled to get any type of call at all.
It was really big for us, especially because we couldn't make any threes tonight. So getting to the free throw line, getting into the paint and trying to score was our offense. And, we'll have games like that where we're just not shooting the ball great. But once we get stops, we can get out and run. We can get to the free throw line. We can get to the paint.
Coach, how would you describe the reception that CJ got?
Beautiful. It speaks to who CJ is, what he's meant to this organization, and then the fans, the people here, just recognizing all that CJ means and what he's done in the community here, the way he treats folks. It was pretty awesome to see.
Could you tell that he was maybe a little more juiced at the start of the game because of that?
He definitely had a quick start for us, but I could also see that he was, emotional. He didn't let it out, but that's tough. Investing in an organization for 8-9 years, and now moving on, and then coming back and having to play in front of all the folks that you've played for and grew up in front of, and but we understand that that's a part of our jobs. But I thought the reception here was great.
Have you been a part of a game like that where a opposing player gets that type of reception where it's standing ovation to start the game?
You know what? I'd have to think about it, but maybe the only other person was Chris Webber when he got traded from Sacramento. But it was great. The fans here are unbelievable. The people here are amazing, and this is one of the teams in one of the cities that they have amazing support for their guys, and so it was great to see.
You talked before about trying to figure out a way to execute against the zone. What do you think about the way you guys kind of figured it out in the fourth quarter and have started getting some buckets?
Well, the zone is meant to stagnate your team, and I thought they did a good job of picking up full court, dropping back into a zone, just throwing the different looks at us, and we just had to figure out a way to score, figure out a way to move the ball, and like I said, the key for us is win the game. So I'm proud of the guys for that.
Just in 3 in a row that Trey has finished second in a row. He's basically taking the spot of Jackson with that starting group. What do you like what you've seen out of him and he's to be able to close these games?
Well, he can make shots, number one, and then Trey he's a really good rebounder, and he can guard multiple positions. So, we can finish with any group, Devontae, Jackson, it may even be Larry. So, it gives us flexibility as a group, and we like what Trey brought tonight.
Do you think that Ida Jose will be on the opposing team scouting report from here on out? He had 3 backcourt steals in the first half.
What did you call it?
I call it the Ida Jose.
Let's hope teams don't scout that, and he can continue to get 1 or 2 steals. No, but I think they will. I think teams are going to see it. They're going to talk about it. It's hard to, go against. You don't even know he's coming. He's over there like in the corner hiding, but he's gotten away with it, so it works.
You mentioned the 3 big rotation tonight with Jackson going back and playing a little bit. What did you like out of seeing those 3 kind of work together?
Portland plays more of a smaller lineup right now, so just having guys out there, Larry and Jackson, that can guard multiple positions and read our terminology for switch on to different guys.
Yeah, that was more just matchup based.
Yeah, just more matchup based.
Okay, we'll go to Zoom.
Willie, Trey didn't necessarily look like he was in a great rhythm in the second half, but he still stepped up and took those 2 threes in the fourth quarter. Pretty big shots for you guys. How encouraging is it to just see that, stepping in, taking confident shots, even when, he's on a net when he's not necessarily cooking?
It's extremely encouraging, and that's the growth of Trey, is that he can not necessarily have a great shooting night and still contribute to our wins and contribute to our success, then that's the key for all of our guys. You don't necessarily have to shoot the ball great, but are you playing with high energy, effort, and competing?
Coach, for you to see multiple players make a step up, players like Trey, Najee, Jose, and even players like CJ, Jonas, or Brandon don't have a big night. How good to see that?
It's great. It speaks to how we want to play. We're a team that wants to play .5. We want to share the basketball. And we spoke about it in the locker room, but Najee, Trey, Jose, Larry, those guys came in and gave us a huge lift. And there's nights that we need that. I thought the second half, they just brought it.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Recording.
CJ, I mean, just describe the emotions tonight. What was it like being out there?
Nah, it was cool. It was very cool to be out there and to see the love, standing ovations, all that type of stuff. To be a part of that was something special, something myself and my family will probably never forget. So I'm appreciative of it and thankful, and I thought it was a special moment.
And in particular, the standing ovation, just how long your last hit.
It's mad long. It was like a national anthem, you know what I mean, when they keep going and dragging the letters out. But it was really cool. I'm appreciative of it and thankful, and they showed a lot of love tonight.
How happy are you that this is over?
I'm glad it's over. I'm tired. I'm emotionally and physically drained. I'm glad it's over. I'm looking forward to getting to the next city and trying to get some more wins before we wrap things up. But it was good to be here. I'm good to see a lot of familiar faces and to play here.
Was it important for you to come out and start the way you did?
Yeah, I'm always aggressive, especially in these types of situations, games that we need to win on the road. You never know how those types of games are going to go. You're playing against a team that's undermanned, so they're going to play extremely hard. Personnel is tough to gauge, so it's kind of like a trap game. So you just try to get off to a good start, try to keep yourself involved and engaged and active.
You said this would be kind of the final step in your closure.
Mm-hmm.
Is this kind of how you envisioned that closure happening?
Yeah, I wasn't sure what it would look like, but yeah, it's cool. It's hard to envision something like this. You've never been through it. You don't really know what it's going to look like, but it was nice to be a part of it. It was nice to see everything. Have my family here, have my people that I care about able to see this, and for the fans to show love like that, for them to care and cheer for me. An opposing player now at this point in my career just kind of shows you how much they care about me.
Willie talked that kind of felt like you were emotional at that point. Was there?
No, I didn't cry.
What did it take for you to, shift from wow, all this love?
Nah, it was tough. I got off to a good start, and then I was just tired. I was almost airballed a free throw. Just like physically drained, mentally drained. It's a lot to go through. You try to get up for the game, keep your routine, and then it's just a lot going on. You can't really explain. And it takes a lot of your energy away. It's an emotional part of the game. It's an emotional part of your life. And like I said, I'm glad I was able to go through it. Glad I was able to play tonight and help my team win. And looking forward to turning the page.
I knew you were here earlier today, but was it weird just to kind of like do your pregame stuff as an opponent?
Yeah, it was all weird, honestly, going into the visitor side, having shoot around, the jersey. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's all like, when you play here historically, I was in a different jersey, so it was just like, something you got to adjust to. But once the ball gets thrown in the air, you just start hooping.
I think you got called for a foul in the second quarter, and the crowd. What did you think about that?
That's love. That was funny. That was really funny. I'm appreciative of that. I didn't think it was a charge either.
Did you almost go to the wrong bench once?
No.
You looked like you kind of hesitated a little bit.
No, I did check a couple hands on the other wrong team, but it's all good.
And were your teammates kind of doing anything to try to lift you up when they saw you might have been tired or might have?
Nah, they just knew we needed to get through this game. I was just like, let's just get through this. Let's get through this together and get to the next city. And we did a good job of maintaining a decent amount of focus, executed down the stretch, and then, did what we needed to do to get a win.
A lot of guys you played with here weren't playing tonight. Did you get a chance to?
Yeah, I talked to a lot of them. I had to chop it up with Dame. I chopped it up with their staff. I got to catch up with Chance. Nurk came over last night, so I seen him. But, I talked to Ant. Nas, all the guys that I played with, had a relationship with, Brazzy, Hetz, it was good to see him, Scotty, Eddie, Jeff. Todd let me in the weight room, so I got to get my pregame stuff in. So got to see him and Charles and everybody. So it was really cool. All the doctors, everybody. I know a lot of people. I've been here a long time, and they all showed me love, and I wanted to reciprocate that and try to spend some time. But I do got a job to do, so I had to kind of go back and get ready for the game. And they made me a chicken sandwich, so shout out to the kitchen for looking out for me and giving me a chicken sandwich. I used to get chicken sandwich for the games.
CJ, there was a moment right after national anthem, you kind of went over the bench, collected yourself. Were you kind of like maybe anticipating this moment? Like, what was that?
No, I just needed some deep breathing. I do deep breathing before every game, just lowers my heart rate, kind of allows me to focus anyway. So I needed it. I was just tired and trying to mentally focus, and a lot of emotions get through the game and center myself. You know what I mean? Thank y'all. Have a good one.
CJ got at the beginning of the game. Have you ever seen anything like that? And what did you think his reaction to it was?
I seen him about to cry a little bit. That was beautiful, especially to get some love from the team that you got drafted from. Kind of feel that I get in LA, but I never had an ovation like that. So he definitely did some things for the city, for the fans, and they definitely loved the way he played and his character around Portland. So it was good to see that.
And for you, you got to the foul line an awful lot, which is so refreshing to see. That usually does not happen.
Yeah.
Was that a point of emphasis for you tonight, or did it just unfold that way?
It kind of just unfolded that way. This game was a little different today. Portland had some hungry players today that wanted to get after it, and they boosted our urgency today. And I just tried to be aggressive, but they were the aggressor today, and they were aggressive on defense.
What was it like seeing just the way CJ managed his emotions throughout the game? He talked about just being tired after a while when he was doing so much. What was it like just seeing him out there and what he was dealing with?
I mean, it just looked like regular CJ, trying to score the basketball, trying to make plays. I didn't see anything different, but I know it was an emotional night for him.
What did you think of the way he started tonight? It seemed like he was trying to just...
Oh, yeah, I thought it looked like he was going for 50 or something tonight. But those first two shots looked really, really good. And the way he began the game is the way we hope he continues to begin the game.
Are you surprised that Jose can still hide on the baseline?
Yeah, he'd never get me like that, for sure. Never.
I'll stay with this one. All right, we can move to Zoom, please.
Hey, Brandon, great game, great win. For you, what did you see about the depth of that group at this stage of the season? And see players like Jose, Trey, Najee, Larry to make a step up and help you even if you don't have a great night, a five-star night.
Yeah, they were.
What important is this from your perspective?
Yeah, they were the energy of our team tonight. We needed some juice, especially in that second quarter, that third quarter. Portland was battling back, and they kept us in the game through that third quarter, and they were just really good. They were solid on the defensive end, pushing the pace on the offensive end, and we got some good shots.
Thank you.
Oh, boy!
Oh, sorry.